Hi, it's Mag. Can you hear the birds? It's beautiful out. It's wet, but beautiful. Spring is really here. You can see the plums in the background, and right above me is the Japanese nashi, a pear apple tree. Beautiful. Spring is really here. Just a little wet, April showers. Anyway, I wanted to share a moment with you. I had a live radio podcast with my friend Dorsey Hill in Houston, and this month we were talking about autism and sleep. And I'm not the expert in autism, but I can tell you I am the master of some of the challenges around autism, but also the caregivers. And in my research for that radio podcast, and I'd love for you to check it out. It will be on my website soon, but I'll send you some other links soon to check it out. But in my research, one of the challenges with autism, and that's across the spectrum, right? Autism is a spectrum disorder, so it can range in severity. Some of the important things that came out of it for me was that if it's not diagnosed until 4, when actually it could be diagnosed earlier, maybe we could start to set patterns and behaviors in place to optimize the autistic child's ability to manage it into his adult life. Because the first thing that happens is we lose our consistency and rhythm, and it becomes a problem with repetitive behavior and so forth. So we need to set some real clear rituals, spirituals I call them, when it comes to sleep and health care. And all that was well documented and so forth. But what I was shocked about was the caregivers. This is including the elderly, which is what I'm experiencing now, caring for the elderly, but also caring for autism and caring for Alzheimer's. There was a study that said caregivers' life expectancy was 40% that of their patients, meaning 40% of them die before the person they're caring for does. And that's due to the stress and the pressures that are put on caregivers every day. And there's over 40 million caregivers, unpaid caregivers, family most of the time, looking after children or adults or elderly or Alzheimer's, and them dying 40% sooner, or just the fact that they're not able to care for themselves. And this is where I'm really big on self-care. It's not just a physical or selfish thing. It's not just a physical thing. It's also all about our food, all about emotional kind of challenges that we don't realize impact our health. It's about having more fun in your life and laughter. These are things to a better self. And I've got a little gift I'd love for you to share with you, and for you to share with others about, I call the power of She, of sleep, health, and energy. And that is just a little insight into a couple of ideas that I know can help you. And it begins with a mindset, or what I'm going to be renaming as the mind unset, because I don't want you to think that our minds are set. In fact, they can change. And the whole subject of another, Facebook Live another time on neuroplasticity. But the point is, care for yourself first. Put the oxygen mask on first, and then care for who you need to care for, and then change the world, and then do everything else you set out to do. Take care of yourself first, and I really urge you, this is something that we're going through at this moment, and I'm learning as I go. We're not aware sometimes, or taught what self-care or caregiving, both actually, what experiences you might have. So really just care for yourself, and everything else gets better. All right, so enjoy this beautiful spring day wherever you are. All right, until the next time, cheers.